this is Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how I paint a sweet pea design on this glass wine bottle. I'm going to be using Wicker White, Pale Yellow, Moon Yellow, Magenta, Eggplant, and Thicket. All of these paints are FolkArt paints, a mixture of mainly multi-surface, but there is an enamel paint in that mix. Alright, the brushes I'm using today are two Magic brushes. One is a number 10, one is a number 8. And then I'm going to finish it off with my long bristle fine liner by Wistonia. It's a nail brush. Alright, to begin with, I'm going to get started by going in and putting in my beginning branch and leaves. I'm going to be multi-loading the brush because I'm going to do the Thicket, the Pale Yellow with a touch of the Moon Yellow, and I'm blending it. Because this is kind of a viney branch kind of design, I am going to kind of start on one edge over here and pull that up through the bottle, going up towards the top, and then I'll just branch out some with some extra little, I don't want to say stems, maybe branches, whatever you want to classify them as, and I'll do that throughout the bottle. Now I have to be careful because I am just painting on the front of this, or trying to paint just on the front of this so that I can do this for the video. If I were doing it all the way around the bottle to be sold, or I should say if I was selling it, I would do it all the way around the bottle. I like the designs to go all the way around on the bottles that I sell, because I do put lights in them, and that's one of the neat things about it, is that if you put lights in them, they do make great little ambiance lights, or maybe even night lights, something to that effect. So I have the basic branch stems, whatever you want to call them, created here. I'm going to start off by doing a big leaf down here at the bottom. Again, whoops, got that on the wrong side. I am using 3 colors, and these are just the basic wiggle leaves. I like to use these. I will vary them throughout the design as far as whether or not I have green, dark green on the outside, and yellow on the outside on the other side of the leaf, like this one. When you're doing it on glass, it's a little bit different than doing it on paper, or actually I should say it's a lot different. Because if you want to get a good coverage, you might have to do some tapping onto the glass just to get it to cover as well as you want, as opposed to when you're doing it on paper. It can be a lot easier to create. You know, when you're wiggling like this, like you do in a one stroke, you might have to lift up and proceed. You can have it as wavy as you want or as straight as you want. I just kind of like to just randomly wiggle and create as I go. I think I'm going to do one down here. Start off with the light over here. Now, when you are doing this, if you're paying attention, you might, make sure it gets good coverage, you might want to pay attention to where your light source would be coming from. Honestly, on this, I'm not really too concerned about it. I'm more into rotating and moving the colors around a little bit for just the design itself, if you know what I mean. Like this one doesn't make sense as far as light sources go. I'm not paying attention to how the sun is hitting it for shading purposes and all that, or how the light source doesn't actually have to be a sun. And you can just do some basic leaves. Pull it down like that. Very simple leaves. Alright, so then the next step I'm going to do is hit this with a dryer, and I have a heat gun so that I can get it just a little bit. It doesn't completely dry it, and that's not in place of baking. I'm going to do that just so that I can overlap my floral part on top of the green leaves. Okay, I've gone ahead and hit this with my heat gun. I am going to now proceed with my Eggplant and Wicker White design. And these again are my version of sweet pea. Okay, and I have to be careful because my bristle, or not my bristle, but my stem on my paintbrush is so long that it'll hit my camera, so I apologize if that happens. Now this is just going to be a bud. Pull down into that stem. My next one is going to be, let me see where I want to put this. Okay, I'm going to start it over here. I'm trying to think how I can do this so that you can see it. I am a left-handed person, so if you're trying to create my designs and it seems like it's not working for you, you might have to just turn your design and do it in a different direction than how I start mine. Now, sweet peas are just kind of combining a lot of just random strokes up and down like that. And just keep in mind too, the thicker your paint coverage is, the better your durability in your paint is going to be, because thicker definitely makes sure your design more durable. But just keep in mind too, when you're hand painting on glass, see there, my stem hit. When you're painting on glass, I mean, it is an art, and it is possible for it to be scratched or whatnot. But if you trust me, if you put the coverage on well enough, that will certainly help. Certainly help. Okay, so we're going to go over here and just do some random pulls. And you know, you can overlap a little bit. They don't all have to be the same. And that's one thing fun about doing these kind of leaves, or kind of petals I should say, on your flowers, is that they don't all have to be the same. You can just do random, and I'm going to try to do all of my purples first, and then plug in some of the magentas. And you can come back over if you feel like your paint is not as thick as you'd like it. You can come back over it. Just be careful, because sometimes depending on how you're doing it, it can cause the paint to want to kind of rise up and come off a little bit. And I'm just going to make this one just a little bit. It's not a full, huge flower like the first one. And you can do some cute little pulls around it if you want, like that, or down the center, however you want to do it. Alright, so I think I'm good. Let's see, I feel like I'm missing one. Or did I have one, two? Oh, I didn't have a bud up here. Oh no, I did have a bud up here. I just went over it. Okay, so I do have that. Now I'm going to kind of scrape this off, and I'm going to go into my pink, or my magenta. And it may have a little bit of purple in it, purple tone. That's fine. Not a big deal. And then we can come over here, and I'm going to do, I'm just wiggling up and down, just very loosely too, guys. It's not a, doesn't have to be a real precise. Alright, so I'm finishing up this one. And then I'm just going to randomly just go through the design and add, because these are just kind of intermixed, you know, with the pink and the, I hope you can see that, it's kind of glary for me, with the pink and the purples, and just kind of layer it up. And you can even come out here a little bit more. It don't have to be even. You put a little more white on here. And like I said, I'm just basically touching and just kind of pulling it a little bit. And come out here, pull down, come back up here. Because these are kind of whimsical. You know, you're going to find, take some of this paint off. Actually, I'm going to go like that. Get it off on a towel. Going to restart here. Now you can come up like some layer. You don't have to be all like right next to each other. They can be on top of each other. Now my air conditioning is starting up. Always something. Sorry about that. And let's see here. Let's go over this direction. Let me turn it like this. I'm just trying to keep my bottle from hitting the paper as much as I can, because I can take my design off very quickly. And I really like more of the white showing. And I just want it to be a little filler right in here. Just moving my brush a little bit, kind of randomly placing my brush into the paint and going in like that. Let's see how many we have here. I think I want to do one more bud over here. So it's a bud with the magenta. And we'll just come over here. Hold on. And then we're going to just come up a little ways. It can be a little bit bigger if you want it. And then just come over this way. Come over that way. Again, if you think you need to go over it a little bit more, that's fine, because you want good coverage. And then there you have it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this with the dryer again. Alrighty, and the purpose of hitting it with the dryer is just to try to give it a little bit of dryness, so you're not pulling too much of the color that is underneath it, or, you know, which would be like, say, the purple and white. You still might, I mean, it's not going to completely, because this paint's pretty wet. And I think I just stuck it in the paint. Goodness, Amy. See, I still have some of the purple showing. And that's fine. I mean, having a mixture of the color, I think, is great. I really do. But if I had not hit it with the dryer, you would be seeing a lot more of that. Okay. And then, so I'm just doing real easy pulls, just up into the flower. And that's just how I'm connecting them to the stems. Very simple. On this one, you can actually come up around it like you kind of would do with a rose. That's fine too. But you're just doing some simple, quick little leaves up around them to connect them to the stems. And as you can see, it's just very quick and easy, simple. Not much to it, and that's what I go for. Just quick and easy designs that anybody can paint. I want this to be easy designs for you to learn from. just make it like that. Just come up around them. You go up to the center if you want. Let me see if I got them all on all of them. Looks like I did. Okay, so then my next thing is going to be just to come back in, take a look at what I've created. Are there any places to add any more wiggle leaves? Are there any places to add just some basic one-stroke leaves just to tie it all together? And you can put little stems in them if you want, up to you. Put stems in some, maybe not in others. Again, it's just basic painting 101. Very easy. Very quick, very quick. Okay, so then we have that. Now do you want to come out here, maybe create some other leaves just to kind of finish it off so they're not all just up around the flowers. And you come over here and do the same. Just push and pull, very simple, very easy, nice filler leaves. You know, and if you don't like as many leaves as I do, you know, that's fine. There's nothing that says that you can't just limit them. If less is more to you, then by all means do less is more. It's definitely a matter of choice. But I think it's pretty. Now the last thing I'm going to do is take this liner brush, and then I'm just going to stick it in. My water, or my paint's already kind of watered down anyways because of there being water on my plate, but I'm just going to go in and just add some little pulls like this, and I might just add in some color just so you can see it a little bit, but I'm just randomly throughout going to do this because I think that it creates just some nice a nice visual really throughout your design. Kind of breaks it up a little bit, and I like it to be just kind of whimsical, you know, where it's just kind of random. You can put it even just like a little squiggly lines. It doesn't have to be little circle zigzags even. But I think that kind of gives it just another element of free flowing. And you just do it. You can do it a little bit, you can do it a lot. Whatever you want and how you want it to come off. But I think that's pretty, very pretty. And just imagine if you did this and had lights inside. Whoa, how pretty that would be. Sitting up on a mantle, sitting in your bathroom, your bedroom. Just, you can place these any place really. And with the kind of lights that I put in them are the wine bottle top lights. It just sits very easily down and, you know, sit it on top of the bottle. The lights go down inside and it's pretty. Alright, that's going to be it for today. I hope you like this video. If you do, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. If you are a first-time visitor, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell also. And before you leave the video, please make sure that you share, not subscribe, but that you share this video on your social network with all your family and friends. Very simple. There's a share button underneath the video. Just hit that and it'll give you your options as where you want to share it. Anyways, again, I'm very grateful that you take time to view my videos. Stay and watch some more if you will. And until the next time, you stay safe and healthy and have a good one.